Yo guys, welcome back to another brand new video on my YT channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the new fastest and best method to getting gold and gems in Anime Mania. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you guys this method. I figured out that this actually does give way more than the OG method, which was, you know, grinding Lord Aizen raid, this thingy. Right, this new method gives like about 200 gems more every 30 seconds. Right, so for this method, I'm actually just gonna do it because it's really easy to do with Dio of Heaven. You guys can do it with really any mythic, as long as it's strong enough to beat these guys. And you guys can probably do it with, you know, Sukuna or some good legendary. But I'm just gonna be showing you guys, you know, how you can do it with Dio of Heaven, and how just easy this thing is to do. So let's get right into it. Alright, so for this method, we're going to be using Marineford. As you guys can see, this has 25k HP, this has 52k, and you might be thinking, wow, it takes literally, you know, half the time, but this gives more than double the HP. I mean, double the gems. I mean, I guess that's true, but the thing is, this, for the AFK method, you know, the tiny task, it takes like, I calculated for me when I set up my tiny task as fast as possible, it takes about 2 seconds minimum, fastest. But for the Marineford, I do the whole tiny task in like 12 seconds. And so basically, for 2 more seconds of tiny task, you know, 2 seconds longer than the Aizen raid, it gives like 200 more gems. So honestly, I'd say this is much better and much faster. I checked on the Discord with some people, and this is honestly the best method. So I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is for me to do this with Dio of Heaven. Alright, so what you guys do, you know, I mean, if you have Dio of Heaven, this is probably what it's gonna look like for you if it's high enough level. Like, this is what it's gonna look like. Boom, they gone. That was so quick. If it put a time on my screen, it probably didn't even reach 10 seconds. The only reason the time task reached was because of the retry and the select button. But if you guys have, you know, a good legendary like Sukuna and its high level, you know, you guys could probably do something like this. Alright, so you guys, you know, get them close and all that. Pop your Bankai. Pop your domain expansion. Huh. Bang. You know, pop your moves. That was still like under 30 seconds, and then you guys can try do 2 in the, you know, the time it takes to do, like, you can try and do 2 or 3 in the time it takes to do one of them, you know, raids for Aizen. What you guys want to do is pull up tiny task, right? Continuous playback, use my recording, playback hotkeys. What you guys want to do is click F8, spam that, and spam 4. Wait for Hikaru to use that move. Hikaru? What am I saying? Kizaru to use that move. Then spam Z and spam barrage. Spam retry. And then F8, and then you guys can play back. So I'm going to re-record it because that's kind of trash. But yeah, F8, spam this, spam 4. Let Kizaru use his light move, then click Z and click 1 as soon as you click Z. Oh, I messed up the timing. Okay. Alright, so I messed up the timing, but this is what you guys want to do. F8, spam this. Wait for Kizaru to use his light move, then time stop. Then click Z, then click 1. They're gonna die. Spam retry for like a few seconds, and then click F8. Alright. By the way, if you guys didn't catch my setting, you know, continuous playback checked, recording hotkey that, playback hotkeys that, and then you guys want to have shift lock off, by the way, and then control shift OP and see if it works. Universal halts, that. There you go, retry. There you go. It works pretty good. Yeah, it works. So you guys can just, you know, try your thing to record, you know, your tiny task, and leave it on overnight. So I'm gonna show you guys how many gems I make by 1 over 9. Alright guys, so as you guys can see right now, we look down here, I have 447,973 gems and 660,875 gold. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prove to you guys that this method is actually insanely overpowered, and you guys can actually get probably over 1 million, or you know, maybe close to, I'm pretty sure I did on the calculator around 1.8 million gems in 24 hours or in a day. But I'm going to show you guys just how much gems and gold I'm going to gain from just 1 over 9. So I'm going to play this tiny task, and we're going to jump to the future and just see how many more gems and how many more gold we've got. So as we just check this down here right now, it's, let's just say 10 p.m. From 10 p.m. you guys just saw how many gems and gold I had. I'm gonna farm this overnight, and I'm gonna show you guys when I wake up just how many gems and gold I made. Alright guys, so I finished AFK farming at about 8 o'clock, and I started at around 10, as you guys saw in the last clip. And now you guys can see after about 10 hours of AFK farming, I've already got, like, what is it, double my gems. So I've already got more than almost 500,000 gems. I did spend some on the summon because the summon was stuck, but as you guys can see, I also have 2 million gold. So if we calculate this real quick, out of the 861,229 gems and minus the 973 this many gems I had before, we get 413,256 after 10 hours of farming. The reason I didn't get as much as I could have is because I spent a lot of gems, like for 2 pities or something. So I gained, I guess, about, let's just say about 500,000 I got about 500,000 in gems. But if you guys want to just take this number instead of and not count the gems I spent, about 413,256 gems after 10 hours, or just after 1 overnight. Alright, so this much gold minus the gold we had before, 660, 875, which was 660, 875. We got about 1.4 million after 1 overnight. And this is more gems and gold than I'll ever need in this game. I don't know why there's no gem cap and why gems are so easy to grind in this game right now. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please smash the like button, press the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my latest uploads. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, and have a great rest of your day.